Hola YouTube, I am BeautyByLinnoria and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me again today. Today we're going to go over my November 2018 favorites and who asked for that. So we're going to go ahead and start off with the positives first. We're going to go ahead and get right into this video. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get right into the November favorites. And the first thing we're going to start out with is going to be hair care. And for me, hair care is about edge control. Especially since I am Tex-Lax, sometimes these edges, especially in this southern Georgia heat, even when it's cold, sometimes they don't want to always cooperate. So there are three things that I really use to keep my edges intact no matter what I'm doing, no matter if I'm out, if it's 100 degrees outside, if it's 30 degrees outside, if I'm wearing a hat. These three products will always keep my edges in tip-top condition. When you see the pictures posted on Instagram and you see the little curly cues for the edges, is using these three products. The first product is just simply a tool used to help mold my edges into place, and it's just simply this 99-cent comb and brush combo from the actual beauty supply store. All I do is just use the brush portion just to brush my edges down, or the comb portion if I'm needing to do a little bit more detail work and I want the edges to appear more separated, or just brush it if I wanted to have more of a baby hair effect. But what I love to keep my edges down is going to be the Style Factor Edge Boost. Now this comes in several different scents, and the scent that I have is the Sugar Melon scent. I love this stuff. First, it smells amazing. It will keep your edges laying down and in place. You won't have any problems or issues with this edge control. And with this particular edge control, the reason why I love it so much is just simply because I don't even have to worry about my edges flaking or coming up throughout my day, or a whole bunch of product buildup even if I have to do my edges the next day. This is one of those amazing products that I love to use. And the other thing is going to be coming in from She Is Balm collection, and this is their Balm Goo. Now this product right here is phenomenal. This product is so amazing when you're pulling your hair back into a ponytail, up into a ponytail, or if you just want to use this to help lay down your edges on an actual frontal unit, you can do that as well instead of using the Got2b glue and different things like that. This has amazing, phenomenal hold. This will hold your hair for anywhere between 3 to 7 days, just really depending on how much you sweat and exactly how steamy your showers are. But for the most part, if you use this in conjunction with this, your edges are in place, they're intact, they're not going anywhere for that actual week, and you don't have to worry about them starting to puff up and curl up and different things like that. This will always keep you in check with those edges. And the next thing that we're going to talk about is hair growth. Since you guys know I cut my hair back in January to cut out the damage that occurred, I am anemic, so I do have those issues from time to time where, you know, damage does happen. This is the one true try thing that I've been using since 2008. And when I don't actually use it, I can see a huge difference in the actual health of my hair. This is the Wild Growth Hair Oil. Again, you can get this from your local beauty supply. It's only $7.99 here in Georgia, South Carolina, and Kansas. These are the three places that I've been able to actually purchase this particular product. But this product, I don't use it for hot oil treatments or anything like that. What I do is go ahead and pre-poo, wash, condition, deep condition my hair. And as I'm leaving my leave-in spray on my hair, I'll run this through the roots of my hair and on the actual ends of my actual strands and just let it air dry as it's away and twist. And this really helps make my hair stronger, thicker, and healthier, and it gets it ready for the heat in the summertime and also the harsh winter coldness. The next thing on my list is going to be something that's new to me, but this quickly replaced all of my shampoos. There is no other shampoo I'm going to use. There isn't anything else that I'm going to do. And I'm talking about the Raw African Black Soap. This is the liquid for both the face and body. And it's all natural, grade A. And this is by the Raw Skin Company. This is great. Authentic African soap. It's not going to be smooth. It's not going to be pitch black. It's going to be very porous, crumbly, soft in your hand, easy to use and easy to apply. In the liquid form, you'll be able to remove makeup in just one wash. It literally melts your makeup off. You'll be able to wash your face. You'll see a more even skin texture and tone. It also helps with eczema, psoriasis. It helps with hyperpigmentation with different spots. And the vitamins and minerals in it also double as an actual shampoo with your actual hair. You'll start to see thicker, fuller hair because it delivers a whole bunch of nutrients to the actual root of your actual hair. And I'm actually going to leave a little bit more information for you to actually see the benefits of using raw African black soap. That is one form that I use, is the liquid. The other form is the actual bar that I love to use. And with the actual bar, let's go ahead and show you. The bar is pretty huge when I buy it from the Raw Skin Company. So I just take and freeze my packs. I always buy the 3-pack when it comes to the bars. And I'll just take and freeze it, and I'll just cut off the pieces that I actually need. But this is what your raw African soap will look like. The smooth part down here is from where I cut it, but that's the original texture at the top. This is what your African soap should look like. And again, it's very soft. You can just break it off in your hand just like that. No issues or problems. And this is going to be one of the better items to use when it comes to your actual soap. And this one bar of soap, I just cut off my second piece. This is the third piece. I bought this about 2 months ago, and I'm just now moving on to the actual second piece of soap, and I use this every day in the mornings and at nighttime to actually wash my face. When I'm wearing makeup, I use the liquid to remove the makeup from my face, just a little bit in your hands and across your face, and this works wonders. I'll also use this from time to time as a body wash because it's really amazing at completely cleaning your skin and just getting you ready for your products and your moisturizers that are to come next. And the next thing on my list, since we are talking about skincare and bath care, is normally, because I do have slightly sensitive skin that will have an irritation with certain bath products. Don't always agree with my actual skin. I typically will stick to Olay or either Dove. So this is something that's always in my shower for the most part. This has always been one of my tried and true items, and I love this and the different scents that it come in. But I recently found something from Equate Beauty. Now, a couple of years ago when I tried Equate Beauty, their body wash for women, the one thing that I noticed is that it was very drying. Although it smelled nice, it was very drying. Like, I would be in the shower moisturized and feeling really great. By the time I finished drying off, I felt like a reptile, and I was like, girl, honey, we're not about to do that on any level. Over the years, they must have reformulated the formula to encourage more moisture retention, because their new line, not only does it smell good and it smells amazing, but this Birch water and lavender body wash is not a very strong scent. So it's not like your Bath and Body Works shower gels, or even your Dove or Olay body washes. This one is a softer scent. You definitely smell it while you're in the shower, but it's not going to really perfume and steam the bathroom like the way some of the other scents will. But what this does is definitely moisturize your skin, and it leaves a very light scent behind. So it gets you ready and prepared for your moisturizer, your scented body lotions, and your body spray before you leave in the house during the daytime or at night before you go to bed. Now, this next body wash is one that I hated this brand when they first came out for body wash, because it did the same thing. It stripped your skin. Yes, it was very cleaning when you washed with it in the shower, but it stripped your skin. It left you feeling like a reptile, and no amount of lotion. If my cat doesn't stop. Mommy's trying to film. You are part of my favorites, just not right now. What are you? She's going to get put out of my beauty room. That's what's going to happen. She's going to find herself not a part of this monthly favorites. Back to what I was saying now. With this particular brand, this is going to be the OGX Beauty Pure and Simple line. And this is their Smoothing Coconut Coffee Scrub and Body Wash. Now, this is, again, has to be a reformulated formula, because this is very moisturizing, and it does do a light micro exfoliation when you're actually bathing with it with either a wash rag or a shower loofah, whatever you use, whatever your preference. But the smell of this, It smells like those coconut bar cookies from the 80s. You remember when you used to go to your grandma's house, she would have the coconut cookies. That's exactly what this smells like, mixed with a hint of Starbucks. Literally, this will sting and completely smell your entire shower, your entire bathroom, your bedroom. This smell is super strong, but it's not overpowering and a headache. My husband loves to actually use this as a body wash as well. So this is for both women and men. And this, when you get out the shower, gives you enough time to go ahead and apply your moisturizer and lock in that actual moisture so you no longer feel like a reptile. Again, if you love coconut cookies or the smell of coconut cookies or anything coconut and Starbucks, the way a barista house smells when you walk in, this is your best bet. Now, the next thing that I want to go ahead and talk about is going to be what we actually use to actually moisturize. First thing that I use to moisturize is just shea butter. And I actually use the actual whipped African mango butter. The company is Raw Skin Company, and this is their all natural grade A, and I absolutely love this. When you actually use this, it is a harder formula that when you actually go in to actually use it, you will need to rub and warm this between your fingers to get it from the solid form to a more liquid oil form. But once you do that, you'll be able to smooth it over your entire body. Again, these butters actually help with dry skin, cracking skin, peeling skin, especially during the wintertime. This is something you'll definitely need. Cracked heels, you know, around your knuckles, around your wrists, your elbows, anything like that. Go ahead and use this, in a very little goes a very long way. This is definitely one of those holy grail moisturizers when it comes to restoring the balance of your skin, especially for women. If you're busy shaving your legs, go behind it with it. If you also shave other parts of your body, go ahead and go behind it with this, and you'll start to notice less skin irritation no matter what part of the body you use it on. It's safe to use everywhere. This is an amazing product. And the next thing we're going to go ahead and talk about is the lip moisturizers. You guys already know how much I love this lip moisturizer from Laneige. This is their lip sleeping mask, and I love this. All you have to do is just put it on at night before you go to bed. You'll wake up in the morning with soft, moisturized lips. Of course, you definitely want to go ahead and drink water. This does not replace your water intake, but it definitely helps along the way of having soft, plump, juicy, moisture-retaining lips. During the daytime, you can use it as a lip balm since it is slightly shiny. So it does give you that effect. You can wear it alone or over your lipsticks, whatever, you know, makes it easier for you. This is a wonderful and amazing product. And the very next thing is going to be something that was so expensive for me to get. This is the Vitamin Enrich Face Base. And this is the oily skin formulation with Bobbi Brown. And I love this product. This is such an amazing product. And again, with this product, a little goes a very long way. There isn't much you're going to have to do or use when it actually comes to this product. And I've had this product for quite some time now, and you can already see that I've barely really made a dent into the actual jar. Actually, just a little bit is all you actually need. If you're using more than that amount, you're using way too much. You don't need a whole lot when it actually comes to this product. You can just go ahead and put right here, 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 and go ahead and smooth that on. You can use this as a regular moisturizer, or you can actually go ahead and use this as a primer prior to your makeup. I do have oily skin. I like to use this after I finish washing my face with the raw African black soap. I'll go ahead and tone with rose water, and then I'll go ahead and use this as my actual moisturizer. So just in case sometimes I forget to prime before makeup, this actually doubles for me and makes the job so much easier for me. Now, while we're also talking about a transition from the actual skincare into actual makeup, I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to my, not just my November favorites. This is my lifelong, I don't know where you've been favorites. I needed you long time ago. This is going to be the Bioderma Sebum H2O. I use the H2O formula since I actually have oily skin. And this is simply stunning and amazing. I use this to not only help cleanse my actual face after I've removed all my makeup, just to make sure all my makeup is gone. Or if I have a super heavy duty stubborn face, I'll go in with this first and wipe my face down prior to using the actual black soap to cleanse my actual face. But what I actually love about this product is that on some of my makeup brushes, when the makeup cleanser just seems to be struggling to try to get the brushes clean, I'll go ahead and just dump this into a little top, and I'll take and swish the brush around in it, and it helps release different stubborn eyeshadows and pigments, different foundation that are ground into your brushes or beauty blenders that just seem to not want to actually release the actual product. This will help start the process to go ahead and get all of that out, and your brushes will be washed clean, good as new, no stains or anything on your brushes. So this right here is definitely one of my holy grails. Next thing is, you guys probably already guessed, it's my Sigmatic brush cleaner from Sigma, and I love this. I don't know why it took me so long to actually purchase it. Washing my brushes and beauty blenders with this are ease. It happens really quickly for me. The dry down time for my brushes and sponges is actually almost cut in half with this particular product. It's not overly drying. I haven't had any damage or anything that happened with my brushes, and I actually love this so much. I think I got like 4 of them in my... Yeah, I think I have like 4 of them behind me in my backup drawer. It's one of those amazing products that you didn't even know that you needed until it actually shows up. You're like, where has this been? The next thing that I'm actually going to go ahead and fall in love with is going to be a primer. I've been using this primer with Philosophy for about 4 years now, and it's the Present. Sometimes it's out of stock, sometimes it's hard to find, sometimes you're trying to, figure out, are they going to discontinue this? So I have about 6 of these behind me in my actual backup. But Philosophy, the Present, the thing about this particular primer is going to be the fact that this particular primer, it acts as glue for your actual face prior to you actually doing your actual makeup. It is an invisible skin perfector, and it's oil free for your makeup primer. But when you put this on, it literally feels like you've put down a layer of glue. You can feel the actual tackiness. Now, not glue in a bad or negative way. Don't freak out about that part. But glue as in, when you go to put your foundation on top of it, it really adheres and sticks to the skin, so you don't have to worry about patches or your makeup wearing off unevenly throughout the daytime, or you'll look, unless you touch your face a lot, can't save you there. But you don't have to worry about makeup wearing off along the jawline, right here around the actual nose, on the actual nose, gathering in the corners around your nose or around your mouth. This is a really amazing product, and it's definitely something you want to check out. If you're having a problem with your foundation staying put, check out the Present by Philosophy. And the next thing on my list is actually going to be a setting powder, and this is by Flower Beauty. This is going to be their translucent finishing powder, and this is a Miracle Matte powder, and it's just pretty much a clear powder. And Casey Holmes actually introduced us to this a couple of years ago. But this is amazing for my oily skin girls. In reference to using this particular powder, the one thing that I tell you, it will matte you down. The one thing that I noticed about using this powder is if you go in and use this powder directly on top of an actual wet foundation, it will darken that foundation down. It will cause it to oxidize. What you want to do is go ahead and apply your foundation, and then go ahead and move on with the other steps in your actual beauty routine to give that foundation a chance to set down. Typically, you're going to be wanting to use this either with a dewy foundation that you want to bring the dewiness down a little bit, or again, from our combination oily skin girls such as myself, when you use your matte foundations, you work pretty quickly with them for them to dry down. But let your foundation dry a little bit prior to going in and dusting over a thin layer. This is not for baking. This is not for anything. This is just simply for finishing your face off and setting your actual foundation down. Do not bake with this. Do not bake with this. I had a flashback moment. I'm not proud about it. I thought I had swept everything away. And in my pictures, I had flashback coming from here down the sides of my nose where I had baked. So this is not baking powder. Do not, honey girl child, please do not bake with this. But as far as finishing your face, thin layer is such a fine powder. All you do is just take a big fluffy brush like this. Just go in there and get a little bit of powder and just sweep it across. You don't have to go in and pat or anything like that. Just sweep. That's all you have to do with this one. And I promise you, it will keep you matte and it will keep you in place. And I definitely am a stan for this product from Flower Beauty. The next product on my list is going to be my actual favorite foundations for the month of November. And this one caught me by surprise. As you guys saw in my haul, it took me a moment to actually purchase this. But this is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation. And this is going to be in the color Medium Dark 4 Macao. I don't know what took me so long to actually go ahead and purchase this. This is amazing. This is one of those products that I just need to go ahead and just slap my own self. I'm not understanding what took Lynn so long to get her life together and go ahead and purchase this foundation. This foundation can be scary if you have combination oily skin because you're thinking sheer glow. I don't need anything glowing. God already gave me natural glow coming through with my oil production. If anything, I need something complete full coverage matte. Sheer glow, I don't need anything sheer and I don't need anything that's glowing. This is the complete opposite. This foundation is, it's a natural foundation, but it's full coverage. It is definitely full coverage, but it's a natural foundation. And by that, I mean, it doesn't look like you're wearing foundation. You can definitely go ahead and layer this up. You can definitely go ahead and cover any type of hyperpigmentation, rosacea, scars, anything you have. This will definitely help cover that. But this gives your skin that natural, pretty finish. It looks like you ate all your vegetables and drunk all your water. And you weren't in the Chick-fil-A drive-thru line ordering a number 1 or 2, not the salads. The 1 or the 2 with the lemonade. This is a beautiful foundation. We definitely love this foundation. Next on my list this month is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Foundation. Now this foundation is kind of tricky. It took me a moment to actually find my right color. I am in the shade F12.5. But this foundation is just simply amazing. I definitely love this one. This foundation puts me in the mind of a more full coverage high-end foundation. The way that it came in this particular container with the huge dofa. The first company that I've seen do this was Clinique with their Beyond Perfecting foundation that they had come out. This was the first time I've seen a company use this type of container with a huge dofa. I actually love this. This foundation is full coverage. It's tricky to find your undertone within the shade range, but if you can, definitely go ahead and use this one once set down. It wears beautifully. It doesn't budge and move around on your face. It doesn't settle into my fine lines or my extremely large pores. This foundation is a great summertime, wintertime foundation. This foundation is, as long as you prep your face and set your face correctly, this foundation will never steer you wrong. The next foundation that's on my November favorites list is going to be the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation. And my color is in the color Nutmeg. Now, this foundation I use sparingly. I just put it in the main areas of my face and I blend that all out. I use this more as an everyday natural coverage type foundation, not necessarily a full coverage, although it can go full on you and it is a 24-hour long wear foundation. It's not necessarily what I use it for. I use it for everyday quick on the go out the door type of makeup. But I love this foundation specifically because I was able to find my exact shade in it and I didn't have to buy two to actually match my actual skin and undertones. That is one of the main reasons why I love this foundation. But the fact that it doesn't budge on me once I prep and set my skin correctly. And with this foundation, I've noticed that it doesn't settle into fine lines or wrinkles or my smile lines and different things like that, or actually emphasize my pores. So this one, I definitely love, definitely gotta have. It's definitely a thing for me. And as far as concealers, I'm not necessarily a huge concealer person. I don't really care about concealer. I just need it to go in and just brighten up my face. I'm not really covering bags or hyperpigmentation or darkness, circles, anything like that, not around my eye area. So concealer isn't one of those products that I'm like, I gotta go get me. Concealer does not burn my biscuits in any type of way. But I've used enough concealers to know the good ones from the actual bad ones. And this concealer by Too Faced is one of those concealers that hands down take the cake for me. And this is the Born the Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. And this is a super coverage concealer. And my color is Butterscotch. And the one thing that I would tell you about this particular concealer is that it is simply stunning and amazing. It is very full coverage, still movable, still allows you time to be able to move around and do what you need to do. Again, this is another product with one of these huge doffas, and you just simply go ahead and just put it on and hit the areas of the face you need to put it on. The dofa carries a nice amount of product, so you're not having to constantly go in and out of it. So this is an amazing one that I actually completely love. It looks skin-like on me, and because I was able to find it in my perfect shade as far as my undertone is concerned, it will brighten and even out my actual face to the rest of my actual body. I am not a fan of a super bright under eyes and that extreme highlighting under the eyes. It does not look right on me because I have such huge cheeks and a heart-shaped, fat little round face. It just doesn't look right on me. So I do like something that slightly brightens but still maintains a natural evenness to my actual face when I'm actually going out. And this, hands down, is my actual best. Now, the very next thing that I fell in love with, I forgot I even had these in my collection until I was going through my collection just trying to figure out what new products I could use. And it would be the Makeup Geek contour powders. Now, the contour powders that I have one warm one and I have one neutral one. And I do have the Scandal, which is a cool deep contour powder, and Deal Breaker, which is warm deep. This is Scandal, and this is Deal Breaker. I love these contour powders because they give you just the right amount of darkness to create those shadows, just enough ash without looking like dirt or crazy when you go into contour, and they're affordable. I love these two contour powders to really restructure my face and bring definition back to my face after I finish doing makeup. And the very next thing that I'm going to get into that I love, that I just seem to not be able to put down, is going to be a highlighter palette from Too Faced. This is their Sugar Peach Wet and Dry Face and Eye Palette. When I got this palette, I found myself not being able to put it down, not being able to do anything else but want to use this particular palette. And the thing that I love about this palette is it is women of color friendly. Those shades look so beautiful. These two shades right here are actually great blushes. If you'll build from the back with this and apply this on the front apples of your actual cheek, what you'll get is a beautiful, beautiful actual transition on your cheeks. And these two highlighters over here, although they look scary, if you apply them with a light hand, what you'll get is an actual wet, natural look with your actual highlight. And you can go ahead and build it up and make it blinding if that's something you want to do. But this particular palette, one, it smells like peaches. But this particular palette is amazing. I definitely recommend you getting this, especially since Too Faced always has sales on their actual website. There's no reason why you would pay full price. And the next thing that I have, again, is from Revolution Makeup. And both of these are the two palettes that everyone either went crazy about if they knew about it, or is two of the most slept on highlighter palettes that have came out in the last 6 months. And this is going to be the Ignite palette and also the Incandescence palette. Now, with both of these palettes from Makeup Revolution, they are stunning. The Ignite palette is going to go ahead and give you, mine came shattered, but the Ignite palette is going to go ahead and give you all of these beautiful tones for women of color. These golds right here are simply stunning. And these lighter rose shades are amazing. And if you use a light hand, you'll be able to go in and get a more natural type of highlight. a more natural type of highlight. But if you start stroking your brush across your cheeks more than once, you're definitely about to get into the blinding territory. Even on fair skinned women, you can definitely use this as far as your eyes are concerned, as bronzer, toppers, different things like that. Even the more rosier shades you can use as your actual blush topper. Especially during the wintertime, we're not getting as much sun and different things to hit on our face. So this definitely will give you that ability. And as far as the incandescent palette, this one, I thought it was going to be too light for my skin tone. But can I tell you that 3 of these shades are simply stunning on my actual face. And I'm an NC45 for your color reference. This one is stunning. And this lighter white gold shade right here that goes a little silvery on your actual skin, it starts to go more into a wet look. And I'm thinking that, you know, I'm too dark for that. It won't work for me. It makes the top of your cheeks look wet. This is a highlighter topper that I top so many different highlighters with. I'll hit just the actual top portions of my actual cheek with it. So when you turn, it gives you a super wet look. I love both of these. Like, I am so happy I found them and was able to actually order them. The next thing that's a favorite on my list is going to be by Luxie Lash. You guys know I've always used these lashes. These are the homegirl lashes with Luxie lashes. I love these lashes. They are the lashes that I'm wearing right now. I don't know what to tell you about these lashes. These lashes are very dramatic, so there's not for natural makeup days. But these are dramatic lashes that are fluffy and full and just so flirty. No matter what you're doing, it just immediately brings attention to your eyes. This is my top lash, hands down, my very top lash. I do have to wait until it's on sale to actually buy them since they are not cheap, but I love these lashes from Luxie Lashes. And again, this is the style Homegirl. And moving on to 2 products that I just didn't know I needed or couldn't live without. I don't know what I was thinking or what's wrong with me. And this is going to be the eyeshadows that I got. I got the Berry Glam palette and the orange palette from Give Me Glow Cosmetics. I was so stunned and enamored with them that I went back and bought other single pan shadows from Give Me Glow Cosmetics. I bought a highlighter, liquid lipsticks. That brand is phenomenal. These shadows are so buttery, so soft. They blend effortlessly on your eye. You can double some of the actual shades and use them as an actual blush. Girl, when I tell you there are no rules to makeup, there are no rules to makeup. This orange shade right here, you definitely want to be careful since a little goes a long way. But when I say there are no rules to makeup, there are no rules to makeup. And as far as that orange was from their actual orange quad that they had, this pressed single pan foiled eyeshadow in Halo. Halo is such a beautiful, unique highlighter on all skin tones. It doesn't matter how dark you may be or how light you may be. All you do is just take just a little bit of Halo, just a little, because it's a gold type of highlighter. And what you'll do is you'll go ahead and and it will immediately make you look and feel like you have such an amazing glow to your actual skin. Yeah, I love products to where I'm able to support independent business. This is a Black-owned business, so of course, you know, I'm always up for the opportunity to be able to support businesses on that line. But also, when businesses produce products that I'm able to use for more than just one thing, I don't have to just use her products for eyeshadow. The glitter that I have on right now is this glitter right here, and the look that's already up on my channel that I did. When I say this glitter is stunningly one of the prettiest glitters I have, and I don't think I need to say much more. That is the glitter that I have here on the actual eyelids with the look that I'm doing today. This, I'm in love with these products. I'm waiting on her olive palette that she's about to release that I'm definitely buying. And I'm also waiting on her Christmas collection that is coming out today. When you see this video, no, I'm sorry. When you see this video, it'll be coming out tomorrow. So you'll be watching this video on Thursday. Her Christmas collection releases on Friday. And please believe I'm going to be first in line to go ahead and purchase that with Give Me Glow. I just have it in a Morphe empty palette because I had so many. I just went ahead and put them in here. But Give Me Glow Cosmetics, definitely love her. And the final thing that I have in my favorites portion of the video is going to be from Box of Crayons with the crayon case. This is their eyeshadow palette. Now, the thing about this eyeshadow palette is I waited for a very long time to purchase as I kept going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth with this particular palette. And the thing about this palette is it is stunning when it comes to rainbow shades and even your actual normal shades that you can actually go into. Like this shade right here called Tan. It is the perfect transition shade for women of color. Perfect. Blends right into my skin tone, but gives me a little bit of orange. So it really brings and pops out that actual crease. I don't know where I've been without actually using this palette. I don't know what took me so long to actually decide I needed to order this from Super. Super has some amazing products. Like a lot of her stuff stays top shelf on my beauty vanity, such as her highlighters. I have the Glow Cane highlighter. Again, this is a really light white highlighter. You think, girl, on women of color or tan skin tones, again, use this as just the top of right here on the high points and right here. You can't go wrong. And on deeper skin tones, even if you want to do the inner eye highlight or if you want to really glow and beam, imagine Rihanna's Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife without being such a difficult color to work with across the board on different skin tones and end steps gloating. Just an honorable mention from the Crayon case. When I tell you this highlighter is everything, I would probably sell my husband for a lifetime supply of this highlighter. I definitely would. But on to the portion of the actual video where we get a chance to talk about the products that didn't work out for me. Now, what I will tell you about this portion of the actual video, just simply because this product didn't work out for me, it may have a lot to do with my actual skin tone, my skin texture, the fact that I'm an oily combination skin girl, or it may have irritated my skin since I do have sensitive skin to some degree. I get away with a lot, but from time to time, products do irritate my skin, or it just may not have actually performed the way I needed to perform. And a lot of the products that I'm about to talk about are going to be a trap I fell into. Because the product was so hyped on YouTube and Instagram and across social media, so many people are loving this product. I have to love it too. You know, maybe it's a different way I can use it, or maybe it's something different I can use it with. Stop trying to force a square into your circle, girl. Don't do it. Like, obviously, you want to know how to use the products, what to apply with them, what bases or whatever it may be. But once you get past that point, makeup shouldn't be a fight. Makeup definitely shouldn't be a struggle. Now, the first product that is going to be a struggle for me are the Cosette eyeshadows. When it comes to the Cosette eyeshadows, they just didn't work for me. I understand this is a huge brand, and again, just because it is your favorite or your holy grail, it's not mine. It didn't work for me. I have way too many other products that are cheaper, that perform way better. This just seems to just really take too much of my time and energy to get it to do anything that I needed to do. And as you can tell, I've barely used these. You're looking at them like, Lynn, that doesn't look so bad. Girl, they're horrible for me. What is that? It's more of a sheer wash. You gotta build it. It's like, and it's just, I I don't have time for this. And Cosette eyeshadows are not the cheapest of the eyeshadows at all. And even if I go in here and take the actual shimmers, the rose gold shimmer or this red shimmer, and actually show you how that is. On my fingers, they look absolutely stunning and beautiful. But again, when you go in and try to get your entire life with them, Wet n Wild does a better formulation than this, in my personal opinion, and working with eyeshadows and being able to get it to do what I needed to do. I don't have all day to sit and play with them. Who asked you for that? That is the reason why I call this portion of the video, Who asked for that? I just want to know, you know, so I can meet them. You definitely gonna square up. You definitely gonna square up. Like, who asked for that? Didn't work for me, didn't like it, can't have it. Next thing on my list is this Iberum Extra Matte Ultra Mattifying Primer, the Shine Control Primer. This made my skin produce more oil. I've had this product for about 3 to 6 months. I can't really remember how long ago I bought it, but anywhere between about 3 to 6 months. And every time I went in and used this product, it didn't matter if it was springtime, summertime, or wintertime, I noticed that across different foundations, across different setting powders and different setting sprays, this made my skin more oily when I normally would just use this foundation and set it with different setting powders and setting sprays and use a different primer with this. Flawlessly, had no problems. On the day I used this as a primer with this foundation, it broke up, it settled into lines. I wanted to love this, but who asked you? Who asked you for that? I know I didn't. And the next thing is, you know, I keep using it and keep trying. And I try my hardest to give everything the benefit of the doubt. And I really did try to love this one. The colored pencils by Rimmel are beautiful, but the Scandalized by Rimmel in black, I thought I loved it. It's one of those products that you buy and you use and you're like, yes, I love this product. And then somewhere along the lines in that love affair, you realize, this ain't it, Chief. This is not it. I noticed that this one started to fade quicker from my waterline than my other black cold Kajal liners from my waterline. It never really bunched up right here in my inner corner or outer corner. It would just disappear. I don't know if it went into my lashes and just merged into my mascara, or I blinked and absorbed it. I don't know what happened, but I noticed that when I would put it on, my lines would never be as black as they are. It would go on this black, but then it would start to fade throughout my day. I don't have time for that. I need my liner to stay and do what it needs to do. And this is by MAC. And again, I love MAC. You guys know that. I have a pretty nice collection with MAC. I love MAC products. But this is a spiked eyebrow pencil. And I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. You know, I try to make sure that, you know, I try to stay and be like, hey, you know, we're going to try it out. We're going to see if something's wrong or whatever it may be. And it just takes too much time, too much pressure, too much effort to get a strong brow the way I really like my brows to be. I can't. I'm not a fan of that. I would more or less love my actual ColourPop. You know, the one that I always use, my brow pencil with ColourPop. One is a fourth of the price of the MAC pencil. And I don't have those issues or problems. I'm able to get in and do my lines for my brows right away. With the MAC, when I feel like I'm pressing too hard, it takes too much to build up. It's beautiful to create a natural eyebrow. So if you already have nice brows, or if you're trying to do micro hairs and that dimension to your brows, then that might work for you. But for me and what I'm trying to do, I'm not trying to spend 5-10 minutes on one brow. I don't have 20 minutes in my day to just brows. And it brings me to the reason why I don't like this pencil with Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is their Brow Wiz, and I have it in ebony. Same thing with this one, except for with this one, with the amount of pressure I have to use and do with this one, yeah. At first I thought I had a bad pencil. This is actually how stupid I am. I went and repurchased a whole nother brow wiz because I thought, well, maybe my first one is dried out. Maybe, you know, it's just a problem or something that I'm having, or, you know, maybe I need to do something different. No, same thing. Same thing. And I noticed with that one, because I was having to press to really get the definition and everything that I like with my eyebrows, that I was actually pulling out eyebrow hair. And I'm not your James Charles thick, fluffy, beautiful eyebrows. Girl, I need every eyebrow hair that I can get. That did not work for me. So that's the reason why it's like, who asked you for that? And it's simply because, personally, how I like to do my eyebrows and how I like my eyebrows to be, I don't need a stiff, waxy pencil, and I don't need a super soft, overly pigmented pencil. I need something right in between, and ColourPop just hit the field goal with that one for me. And it's only $6. I have like 8 of them behind me in my actual reserve, so I love the ColourPop part of it. Now, I did want to go ahead and end the who asked you for that portion of my video on a very positive note. So we're going to talk about one final honorable mention for this month favorites for November. It's my Holy Grail product. I'm always going to use this, and this is with Scandinavia. This is their makeup finishing spray, and this is in bridal. When I tell you she is my best friend, she is. This spray helps keep me together in the wintertime and the fall and the spring, and it's not hard to keep me together during that time. I can use pretty much most ones to keep me together during that time of the year. It's fine. But in the summertime, this spray keeps my makeup from slipping, sliding, moving, budging, going in to hug someone, and all of a sudden my entire chin is now on their shoulder or their shirt, or they come in too hard for a hug and all of a sudden my cheeks are now on their clothes. No, baby, I don't have those problems. With this one, I will always re-up and repurchase this one because this one is one I definitely love. But that's it for my actual favorites for the actual month of November, and also my... Who asked you for that? I could have went my whole life. But again, my name is Lynn, and I am Beauty by Linoria across all my social media platforms. Thank you so much for spending time today with me and just learning about some products that you may actually like and want to add to your actual collection of products you're like, girl, you tripping. It definitely worked for me. Sorry it didn't work for you. But once again, thank you for spending time with me, YouTube. And as always, until next time.